I'm Bob Blank, and I was the founder of Blank Tapes, and one of the owners from the mid-'70s until the mid-'80s. We're a recording studio in New York that specialized in offbeat music, not necessarily because we wanted to be offbeat at the beginning, but mainly because we were so off the beaten track in the New York studio scene at the time. The only people who would walk through our door were the people who couldn't get uptown into the big studios. I came to New York in the early 70s having been a player, a guitar player in various bands in the New Mexico, Colorado area after migrating there from New York. When I came back, I had all these great pretensions of being the hot session guitarist, just like everybody thinks. And I actually did a number of dates where I would be sitting there and sit down with a crop of New York session musicians. And these people were all certified geniuses and brilliant players, and of course I felt very inadequate and realized, fortunately very early on, that that was not a good career choice to make. Before I opened Blank Tapes, I was working as an engineer in a studio called Delta Recording, which was in the Palace Theater. And the 12-inch record had just come out as a style, as a known quantity. In fact, in those days, 12-inch records played at 45 RPM. And we decided, myself and Bobby Marin, who was a producer I was working with at the time, we decided we should make a 12-inch record. So we chose the song To Be With You. When To Be With You came out, it was very successful. I went into my boss and said, this is really great. I have this great career now. I can be a producer and do this. And at the time, we were doing this after hours and odd hours in the studio, which was really not known for making records. And he said, no, we really don't like that. We like this a 9-to-5 thing. We want to keep this a little more corporate. And I did what every guy in their early 20s does, which is do something really stupid and said, all right, I'll show you. I'll open my own studio and I'll make records and I'll be a star and you'll see. And I walked out and started doing all this stuff, and I built a recording console and bought a loft and everything. And this was like while I was working there, and I did quit. And that's how Blank Tape started.
Nothing at all.